الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.
When he related and revealed this dream to his son Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, remember Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, Quran says he was running, now he was be able to run, it means he was only about 7 years old. Yeah? So Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam is only about 7 years old, and Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam reveals his dream to him and says that Anni adbahuka, I've seen in my dream that I am slaughtering you. What do you think about this? Should we carry on with it? He said, Fanzur ma data. He said, Ya abati if'al ma tu'mar. Sorry. Ya abati if'al ma tu'mar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam says, Ya abati. It's a powerful word. Oh my beloved father. Ya Abi, Ya Abati. He extended ta. And he says, oh my beloved father, if al-ma tu'ma, whatever you have been ordered, do that. Satajiduni insha'Allah min as-sabirin. You will see insha'Allah ta'ala that I will become from those people who are sabir, are patient. I won't do nothing, I won't even move. I'll go with you myself. And indicated that I'm not the only one that's being patient. There's other people before me who have been patient. I want to be amongst them. Lower himself. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam says, all right, we'll go. He tells his wife, dress him up, I have to take him somewhere. She says, okay. She dressed the kid up. Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, he takes him to Mina. You know where we go to stone the shaitan? In that area he takes him. Help the shaitan, he takes him there. Over here, shaitan gets a chance, he comes and says to Hajar that Ibrahim has taken his son to sacrifice him, to slaughter him. She said that cannot happen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted a son after so many years and or in old age. How can he slaughter his own son? He said, Nabi, you never do that. He said, no, he is. He's gone for this. He kept on repeating. She said, no, it cannot happen. Suddenly, it comes out of his tongue. Shaitan sometimes says, haq too. Yeah? Shaitan says, haq too, right too. Shaitan says, no, his Rabb, his Lord has ordered him. He's the mother of a Nabi, a wife of a Nabi. She said, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered him, whatever he wants to do, let him do it. Alright? Shaitan's Makkah plan did not work over here. He goes ahead. He tries to stop Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. He stands in a form of a huge item, tries to stop Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam pelted him 7 times. I had 3 times he done that. 3 times Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam pelted. So the real reason we pelt the shaitan, there's no shaitan there, but this is the amal of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, which was continued by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Hajjatul Wada. So that's why it's compulsory to help the shaitan 3 days at least. On the 10th, only the big shaitan, Jabal Aqaba. Then on the 11th, 3 shaitan. On the 12th, 3 shaitan. And the 3rd shaitan on the 13th is sunnah, but once you're there, you have to do it then. Anyway, this done, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is ready to slaughter his son. His son Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam says, put me upside down so you cannot see my face. Maybe if you see my face, you feel sorry and you show sympathy, you might not carry on with the hukm of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Puts him upside down and he starts the amal. He's trying to cut Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, pushing and pushing. The more he pushed, Nothing is happening. And he's scared that, am I not putting the right power in? He's carrying on. His son is saying, what's happening, Dad? He's carrying on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَا وَتَلَّوْا لِلْجَبِينِ وَنَادَيْنَاهُ أَنْ يَا إِبْرَاهِيمُ قَدْ صَدَّقْتَ الرُّؤْيَا إِنَّا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ إِنَّ هَذَا لَهُوَ الْبَلَاءُ الْمُبِينُ وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبْحٍ عَظِيمٍ وَتَرَكْنَا عَلَيْهِ فِي الْآخِرِينَ سَلَامٌ عَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ. So, what does Ibrahim alayhi salam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ وَتَلَّوْا لِلْجَبِينِ. He's done his act. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. And Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam says, stop. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam says, La ilaha illallah. And Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam says, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends Jibreel Amin with a sheep. And وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبْحٍ عَظِيمٍ. That sheep was dhabah. That sheep was slaughtered by Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam from Jannah. So some say this is the same sheep that Habil slaughtered in the beginning, years ago. Wallahu bi haqiqati. Wallah. So this is where our Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam was asked, that what is this slaughtering we do every year? This qurbani we do, udhiyya we do every year. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Sunnatu abikum Ibrahim. This is the sunnah of your father Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. So this is where this starts. This is what did Rasulullah, I've got less time so I want to cover a few things. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do? Every year when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was in Madinatul Munawwara, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do a qurbani, a udhiyya for himself. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also had done udhiyya from the whole ummah, on the behalf of our whole ummah. Said, I'm doing this for the whole ummah who was coming later on and was passed away. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam done. So this is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Later on, as Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu used to do a udhiyya for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam every year. So it means doing a udhiyya for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a sunnah too. True Rasulullah. What are the conditions for it? So if anyone is the malik of nisab, has 52.5 ounces of silver, which is over 350 pounds, about more than 365 pounds, and that's free from any kind of debt, is compulsory on them if they have it in this time, in the time of Qurbani. Compulsory on them. It's wajib on them. Because the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that whoever has the ability to do Qurbani, they should, and they do not do the Qurbani, they should not come for Eid Salah. So when we have the ability to do Qurbani udhiyya, we have to do it, it's compulsory. Whoever has the ability is compulsory on them. And the condition is compulsory on those people who have reached to the age of puberty. Who have not reached to the age of puberty is not compulsory on them. Number one. Number two, that what kind of animal it has to be. The animal that we are allowed to slaughter is not, you cannot slaughter a wild animal. So you cannot slaughter deer. Things like that you cannot. Any wild. It could be a camel, it could be a cow, it could be a buffalo, it could be a deer, a sheep, it could be a goat. And there's an age for everything. A camel age is 5 years old, buffalo and cow is 2 years old, and the goat and the sheep should be 1 year old. But if a sheep is so big, it's 6 months and it's big, it looks like a 1 year old, that's allowed. If just a sheep, or if it's 6 months and above, and it looks big. These are the conditions, no chicken or no eggs or anything. Some people like to make things easy. So these are the conditions. And the other conditions are that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has indicated to some rules that you have to make sure there's no defect in it. Defect, the tails are not to be cut, the horns are not to be cut, the ears are not to be cut, or not so skinny they can't even walk. the legs are broken, feet are broken, these are not allowed. So Qurbani, you have to make sure there's no defect in it. You know when I say defect in it, I've said this for several years, that you have to understand in this country, alright, the sheep, the species of the sheep, alright, they have a tail of 16 to 18 inch long. But when you look at them nowadays, most of them will not have a tail, it's cut. Because they do circumcision on it. After 2 weeks they cut the tail. And they don't do it for every sheep, they just do it for the certain sheep. So you have to make sure that the sheep which is slaughtered for you, they have not cut, if you're doing over here, the tails are not cut. This is the masala, otherwise your Qurbani is not done. Don't take it lightly. What is the maqsad of Qurbani? Qurbani udhiyah is iraqatul dam, to spill blood. That is the Qurbani, that is the sacrifice. Now, when I say this, it means that someone can say, alright, there's people read Sheikh Google a lot, they can say, oh, why do we have to sacrifice a sheep or a cow or something else when we can utilize our money in the poor country? And that same money for one person, at least £100, we can use that somewhere else. Why don't we do that also? No, that's not allowed. When Rasulullah sallallahu, at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu, there was poor people in it. There was poor people. They had nothing. But Rasulullah sallallahu, the Qurbani, it means this is the ibadat in these days. Spilling blood is the ibadat in these days. So this is the ibadat itself. That's one thing. Number two, the ibadat is this, but remember that if you spill blood anywhere, your ibadat will be done. But it's got your intention too. It's related to your intention. Quran says, لَن يَنَالَ اللَّهَ لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُ التَّقْوَى. Fear from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what I'm trying to say is that when you do your Qurbani, make sure your intention is right. Don't try to save money all the time. We like to save money. We hear that in so-and-so country we can do one share for £20. We do it over there. That's not right. You're living in a country, wherever you live in, it should be according to this. Your Qurbani will be done. I'm not saying your Qurbani will be not done. But it's not right. Your intention is not right. Don't try to save money everywhere. Don't try to fake with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do your Qurbani with good sincerity and good intention. Don't just try to, if you don't have the ability, you don't have to do it. If you want to do it and you have the ability, do it properly. That's one. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, بِكُلِّ شَعْرَةٍ حَسَنَةٍ. For every hair you will get one good deed. So the good animal, the thick animal, the fatter animal you do, there will be more hair on it. And you get more reward on it. Even soup, you know, the skin of the, what you call it, the sheep, that's included too, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So make sure your Qurbani is done according to Sharia. Don't just order meat. So we go, we tell the butcher, we don't even know where it's done. Sometimes it's done 2 days before the date. So it has to be done after Eid Salat on the 10th of the Hijjah, 10th, 11th, 12th. These 3 days. And it has to be, if it's done 1 day before Eid, and we're just having the meat, so our Qurbani is not done. So it's our responsibility to make sure our Qurbani is done properly. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Hazrat Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha, Qumi, stand and see your Qurbani. Told Hazrat Fatima radiallahu ta'ala, watch your Qurbani. So we should, at least if we're not there, we should make sure our Qurbani is done properly, with the proper tail on it, and we, no defects, no horn cut, no other things. Try your best, not just order and say, oh, it's up to the butchers what they do. No. You have to make sure your Qurbani is done. Even if you send it abroad, make sure they do it properly. So your Qurbani is your ibadat. You know, when you ask for a benefit, you make sure the benefit comes into your account. Until it doesn't come, even if it's 1 penny less, your phone about, why is the 1 penny less? We say, why is the 1 penny less? For 1 penny. So we make sure all our, worldly things are done properly. Ukhrawi things, which are the main things we have to answer for on the day of judgment, we don't care about that. Don't say Allah is Ghafoor Rahim. He is what? Batsha Rabbika la Shadeed too. وآخر دعوانا
الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.